All right, let's get right into it. We've all seen AIs that can chat, AIs that can make pictures, and yeah, even AIs that spit out bits of code. But what if you had an AI that doesn't just write code, but actually builds, tests, and deploys a whole software application for you? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today.
You know that feeling, right? You've got this amazing idea for an app, a tool, something that could be a game changer, but it's stuck in your head because there's this giant wall of code, or the cost of developers, or just the sheer complexity of it all standing in your way. Well, what if I told you that wall is starting to get torn down? So how do we get over that wall? Well, say hello to a tool called AntiGravity. The source material puts it perfectly. Think about it like this. Microsoft Word is for making documents, Excel is for spreadsheets, right? Well, AntiGravity is designed from the ground up to be the tool for building software. And it's not just another chatbot, not by a long shot. It's a full-on development environment that uses powerful AI models like Google's Gemini and Anthropic's Claude to become your own personal software factory.
Okay, so that sounds great, but how does it actually work? How do you go from a simple idea to a finished app? It's all built around this really simple four-step process they call the FLOW framework. This is basically your blueprint.
It all starts with frame. This is where you and the AI work together to really nail down the problem you're trying to solve. Then you move to layout. Here, you're the creative director feeding it images, your brand colors, and the general vibe you're going for. Then comes orchestrate, and this is where the real magic happens. AI agents literally build the app for you. And finally, world, where you push a button and publish your creation for everyone to see. It's the whole journey, from that first spark of an idea to a live app.
Let's really drill down into that third step, orchestration, because honestly, this is the part that changes everything. This is what makes AntiGravity so different. You're not just giving a prompt to one AI, you're basically becoming the manager of an entire team of AI developers.
And this quote from the source just says it all. You really have to stop thinking about them as just automated scripts and start thinking of them as your employees, your AI employees. You can have 10, 20, even 30 of them all working on your project at the exact same time, in parallel.
So what does having an AI dev team actually look like? Well, imagine this. You've got one agent doing deep research on the market. At the same time, another one is analyzing your competitors' apps to see what features they have. You've got a whole squad of them writing and testing the actual code. And get this, if they find a bug, they can even self-heal and fix it on their own, without you intervening. And all the while, progress reports from all of them are funneling into one single inbox for you. The sheer speed of this is just mind-blowing.
Okay, so your AI team has built the app. The code is done. But code sitting on a hard drive isn't very useful, is it? So how do you get it out into the world so people can actually use it? That's where this totally seamless deployment pipeline comes into play.
So how does it all talk to each other? The secret sauce is something called MCP, which stands for Model Context Protocol. The easiest way to think about it is like a universal translator. It's an adapter that lets AntiGravity communicate perfectly with other essential tools, like GitHub, without you having to mess around with any complicated setups. It just connects.
Now, with that connection in place, the whole thing becomes automatic. As your AI agents finish their work, AntiGravity just pushes all the completed code and files straight into your GitHub repository. This basically acts as a safe, organized home for your entire project.
And here's the final, beautiful handoff. Your web host, a service like Vercel that actually puts your app on the internet, is set up to just watch your GitHub for any changes. So the second that new code from AntiGravity hits GitHub, your host grabs it and immediately updates your live website.
And just like that, it's done. It's a chain reaction that happens in seconds. AntiGravity tells GitHub, GitHub tells Vercel, and poof, your idea is no longer just an idea. It's a real, live application that people can visit and use instantly.
So when you step back and look at the whole picture, what does this all mean? It means that tools like AntiGravity are radically changing the game. That massive barrier to entry, that wall of code and complexity we talked about, it's not just shrinking, it's being demolished. The power to build real things is being put into so many more hands.
Which, of course, leaves us with one last, and I think, very powerful question. When the time and effort it takes to go from an idea to a real product practically vanishes, when you can command an entire team of AI developers to build your vision, what will you create?